Okay, so I came out last night to jumpstart this Mazda, right? And we got it jump started. It started up just fine, and the customer drove it to the part store. Well, when she drove it to the part store, they told her that her battery was fine and that she didn't need a battery. And, okay, so now I'm gonna have her start it again. Oh, I gotta turn the box on. Sorry, I forgot to do that. 1 sec, it's gotta. Okay, now you. All right, there you go. Okay, so this jump box will also test the alternator here. So it'll tell us if we have a good alternator or not. You should have 13.8 to 14 volts. And also another way you could test it is even if you didn't have a box like this, if you just disconnected the power supply, say like jumper cables from another car, if you disconnected that and it started to fluctuate and idle and the lights started to flicker and it wanted to stall out, then that would mean that your alternator, which is this thing right here, is bad. But in this case, it's not. It's just the battery, so she's going to run down to the part store and get a battery put in and it should be good. So sometimes when you test a battery, it'll tell you 12 volts. And I think that's what they did there at the part store. And this one was testing at 12 volts a minute ago when I plugged into it as well. But now you can see it's just falling pretty rapidly in voltage. But the reason that when you take it to a part store, they can't test it accurately is because this device here is just electronic. It just plugs into the battery. And the only accurate way to test the battery is to pop this cap here. And then they have like this turkey baster looking little deal that goes in there and it extracts some of the battery acid, and it has little plastic BBs in it, and depending on where those BBs float, it tells you how much acid you have left in your battery. And they don't do that test at the part store. All they do is an electronic test where they just plug in, you know, a jump box like this or a battery tester or whatever they have there, and it'll tell them, you know, what the voltage is. Now this one says 9 volts, and that's obviously a dead battery. But when I first got here and I plugged into it, it said 12 volts. And if I were to jump this car and she were to drive it to the part store, it would most likely say 12 volts again when she arrived at the part store. But obviously the battery's dead. You know, it's at 9 volts now. So, you guys, that's how to jumpstart your Mazda CX-3. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Drop me a comment, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.